brand, white stone architecture, but white stone actually wasn't white. It was like this. I didn't paint this. This is from museum. This is Assumption Cathedral, this one, and this is the St. Demetrius, the first one. So
people originally saw it like that.
Yes.
So now it's painted.
It's not painted. It's covered with special plastic protective thing, not to let it go bad.
The original is more beautiful.
It's more beautiful, yeah. And we have these frescoes, outer frescoes. I'll show you them. Okay, you can look here. It's you. This.
This is where we are now.
Yeah. So, the first what was built here is here. 5860. This one. This part was built by Prince Andrew. In 30 years, there was a huge fire, and this cathedral got new galleries. Всеволод, Prince Всеволод built this at the end of the 12th century. So this is all of the 12th century. Galleries a bit new than this one. Then, in this year, the beginning of the 19th century, this belfry was built, and then they connected the two buildings with this small church. All church services are held now here. Sometimes when a big, huge religious fest, then the church service is here.
Like for Christmas?
Yeah, Christmas.
Which day is Christmas here in this church?
6th and 7th January.
Yeah.
Orthodox.
What is it? Why is there a difference of 2 weeks?
I'm afraid I won't be able to explain it in English now. Well, different traditions, different calendars. How is it? Gregorian
and Julian.
And Julian, yes. Yeah. So
they're following Julian calendar here?
Yes. I don't remember which one we have now.
Gregorian is what we follow.
Then Julian we have, yes. So we can go inside, and I'll show you the outer frescoes. You see, this is the photo of St. Demetrius Cathedral 100 years ago. So before Revolution, they painted it, the carving was painted. And this one, it's not that it was with red color just, or with blue. It was really frescoes with prophets, with birds, with trees. And I'll show you, not much preserved, but something, we will see. It's freezing. Bird here in this church. Well, it's kind of strange today that we were in church, but we have such a burial now in this temple. Наш владыка Евлогий. Да. Когда пандемия была, он скончался.
They don't have any service in here, no prayers, no worship.
In a small church, in this small, not in the large. In large only on Sundays, and when a big religious fest, liturgy, yes, seldom. In the cathedral, seldom, but in a small church nearby, they held it every day, in the morning, in the evening.
They have choir singing.
Yeah, sure,
everything.
Of course. This is the central, square. The thing is, my working language is German. That's why I always want to say German word, and I try to
Deutsch.
Ja, wollen wir auf Deutsch sprechen? Das ist für mich sehr leicht auf Deutsch sprechen. Ich wohnte in Deutschland, ich studierte dort an der Uni Deswegen mein Arbeitssprache ist Deutsch. Für mich, das ist ein Problem, to switch to...
Koblenz?
No, Bremen.
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 So I was living in München,
Ah, München,
Yeah.
ja, ich war dort.
Bavaria.
Bavaria, yeah. But their German is completely different from that of the Niedersachsen.
Yeah.
It differs. It was for me a problem to understand the Bavarians.
So Bremen was in East Germany, yeah?
No, it was West Germany.
Oh, okay.
West.
So why it was so different language then?
I don't know, because they have dialects. I like how people called it in Soviet times. They called it, let's make it free. It's kind of free process. Like cheese, you know? Let's make it free. I have a photo from the 1970s. These are the old Alexei Leonov, in outer space. Валерий Кубасов is complete, Владимир. So they are the ship Soyuz 19, Soyuz 19. These are the Americans. Apollon, Soyuz Apollon. Do you remember this mission?
Yeah.
1975. So why I show it now? It's a Cold War. The problems with America, but they somehow deal business in space. Like now. So they connected two ships. Americans entered our ship, Soviet ship. Leonov gave them this food, and they read Konechная vodka. You speak vodka in Spanish. Are you crazy? He said, you are in our ship. Please take position, drink, cheers. And there was vodka. There was no vodka. It was just a joke. So they became friends. They no, we don't see. Let's go to the boat. Yeah, that's right.
Always.
What was the reason of appearing this week? Championship, football, World Championship. It happened in Russia, but we had now none of the place. No. How is it? This is Russian woman, you know, our traditional clothes. So this street appeared for tourists. This is one of the first pharmacists, chemists in Vladimir at the beginning of the 19th century. It appeared, and now it's a private museum of chemists. There is a chemist. He gives out some help. You will find nothing with cherry. There is no cherry anymore.
You can't get cherries anymore in Vladimir?
No, not anymore. No, that huge gardens. We had 40 hectares of gardens.
40 hectares.
40 hectares before revolution. The thing is, when the Second World War started, we have many woods there. We had no bridge, this bridge.
Yeah.
During war in town, only women, and they, as the freezing time started, so frosts, women started to cut the cherry gardens, and they
What? To firewood?
yes, to firewood.
Wow.
We have no cherry gardens anymore. This is the previous monastery garden. Today it is a club for agricultural students. So they study how to grow different trees, different flowers, and so on. Kind of botanical garden. We were there,
Yeah.
and now we are near the Golden Gate. We can go over there. Давайте вас фотографируем. On the vertical square we see this church, the last one before revolution. It was built in the 1916, so the revolution happened and the clergy was thrown out of the church, and today it is the exhibition of crystal and glass, famous Russian crystal glass from Gush-Krustalny. It's a town in Vladimir region. But those clergy who was here, they were offended. This fountain was built 5 years ago. They built it very badly. So they kind of, how's it? They made fountain and the crystal, it went down. So it разбиться. How's it in English? Разбиться. Хрусталь разбился. So crystal broke down after this fountain building.
Here's a wedding.
Yeah, well, yeah, sure. We have good weather for wedding. And 3 years ago, after a huge hurricane, the cross on the top was it was fallen down. So I think the clergy of this church is praying that museum is not here anymore, you know. 12th century. These are the defensive walls, 7 kilometers. This is what remains. It's here. It's the 12th century. The height, 10 meters high. Inside there is a wooden wall of oak. Over it was another wooden wall. Here it was kind of roof. So there was a water
Trench.
Yeah, thank you. And we needed entrances through the wall. We had 5 of them, and only one remained, the Golden Gate. Well, people try to find gold here. We don't need to look for it because it's not about the gold, it's about symbolism. In Kiev, Golden Gate. In Constantinople, there was always Golden Gate. In Jerusalem, there is a Golden Gate, the old one. So
Also in Vladimir.
Vladimir. So yeah, I just listed the towns where people waited for the last judgment day. Prince Andrei, he started building all his cathedrals, Golden Gate, in 1 year, 1158. We count this date Anna Domini, since the creation. Anna, the other one. Since the Christ's birth, we count it today since Christ's birth. But if we count it in the original chronology, Anna Domini, it would be the year 6666. So in this year, they waited for the Jesus Christ coming here. So it's symbolic entrance for Jesus. So our Prince Andrei, he claimed that it's not Kiev anymore. It's Vladimir is the place where the last judgment starts. Here is Jerusalem. You know, kind of such
I'll tell you when is Judgment Day. The time of everyone's death.
Yeah, sure.
When they die, that's Judgment Day. So, this here, it used to be here, but now it's only grass.
Yes, it's only grass.
This used to be here.
No, this one.
Yeah.
This is behind the wall. It's there. It's our pedestrian street where we were.
So this grass is the wall.
This grass is the wall. This is the wall. This is it.
That's where we are now.
Yes, yes. We are behind the wall.
So so the walking street is
This one. This one. This is the walking street. So that's how the Golden Gate looked like in the 12th century. It was a tower with arch. It was closed with doors and defensive walls. And the church is like centimeters. Now it looks like this. So the walls are away, kind of counter forces a church change its shape. But the most important is this. This is the 12th century. It's the only city gate in Russia. Pre-Mongol architecture. It changed its shape because the Mongol invasion happened in the 13th century, and it burned a lot afterwards. So when Catherine the Great came here, there is a legend that her carriage stuck in the arch, you know. But it's a legend because it's very large arch. She just ordered to remove the walls and to make the road. So since the 18th century we have this. They made these contra forces, and this was the place where people lived in Soviet times. There were flats until 1988.
And he saw the cross on the wall because they're Roman Catholic in Mexico.
Yeah.
He says, "Take me out of here." He said, and he said, "How can I see this? This is my guru. How can I see him suffering like this?" Because Prabhupada actually had love for Jesus.
Yes.
A lot of empathy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We're in paradise now. Very lightly, we moved from last judgment to paradise. We see righteous men. Yes, righteous men. You know, the first man in paradise, the first resident, is the wise thief, Dismas, wise thief.
and he saw